The moment you stop caring, everything changes. Let's start with something shocking. When you stop caring, people actually care more. It's like magic. Picture this. You're sitting in a room full of people, everyone's chatting away, and there's that one person in the corner, acting too cool for school. They're sitting back, playing on their phone, acting like they don't even care. And for some strange reason, everyone around them is suddenly more curious. You're sitting there thinking, what's up with that person? Why aren't they trying to be the center of attention like the rest of us? Well, guess what? That's your power too. You can be that person who suddenly stands out by doing nothing at all. Now, I'm not saying to fake it. You don't want to pretend not to care. That's not the vibe. But truly letting go and focusing on you, that's where the real shift happens. Shocking fact, the power of not caring. Here's something you probably didn't know. Caring too much about someone actually drives them away. Wait, what? Isn't caring supposed to bring people closer? Well, yes and no. When you're constantly giving, texting, checking in, and making sure they're okay all the time, it might seem like you're being thoughtful, right? But here's the catch. It's exhausting. And guess what happens when you overdo it? You end up pushing people away. Think of it this way. Imagine a beautiful flower. The more you water it, the more you try to protect it, the less vibrant it becomes. But when you back off and let the sun do its thing, that flower thrives. The same happens in relationships. When you stop constantly chasing after someone, they start to notice you more. Shocking fact number 2, space creates attraction. You've probably heard of the paradox of attraction. People are often more attracted to what's rare or hard to get. That's why when you step back, they start wondering why you're not chasing them anymore. It's like a vacuum pulling their attention back to you. They begin to ask, wait, where did all the attention go? Why aren't they reaching out anymore? What's changed? And that shift? It's not just in how they see you. It changes the entire dynamic of the relationship. The power of boundaries. You might be thinking, but doesn't this sound cold? Doesn't it make me seem like I don't care? Not at all. It's the opposite. It's actually about boundaries. It's about saying, my time, my energy, my attention are precious, and I won't give them away so freely anymore. When you set boundaries, you stop bending over backward to prove yourself. You stop chasing approval and validation. You stop making someone else's happiness your job. And that's where the magic begins. Shocking fact number 3, your value comes from within, not from them. Imagine this. You're the one who always sends the good morning texts, remembers every little detail, tries to fix problems even when no one asked you to. But what if you suddenly hit pause on all of that? What do you think happens next? First, you'll probably feel a little weird. It's natural to feel like you're doing something wrong. But let me tell you, this is when they'll start to notice. It's in that silence, the space you create, where things shift. They begin to wonder, why aren't they chasing me? Why isn't it so easy to reach them anymore? And here's the real kicker. You start to feel powerful. You're no longer dependent on someone else's approval to feel good about yourself. Your worth is no longer tied to them. You are good enough, exactly as you are. Shocking fact number 4. Too much caring sends a message of neediness. Here's something most people don't realize. Overcaring actually signals neediness. When you're constantly available, constantly texting, calling, offering solutions to problems no one asked you to fix, you're sending a message. That message is, I need your attention to feel good about myself. But here's the truth. When you need someone's validation to feel worthy, it weakens the attraction. People tend to undervalue things they can have too easily. Attraction thrives on mystery, challenge, and self-assurance. When you stop giving so much, you stop suffocating the relationship, and you start letting it breathe. How to stop overcaring? Here's the thing, it's all about balance. You don't have to stop caring completely, but you do have to care less about things that aren't serving you. And that starts with caring for yourself. When you stop overcaring, it creates space. And that space is what shifts the power dynamics. It makes them reflect on what they've lost, on how much they actually miss you. The best part? This doesn't just work in relationships, it works for your self-worth too. When you stop chasing, you stop being desperate for attention. And guess what? People are drawn to that. Shocking fact number 5. Space forces reflection. Have you ever noticed how someone who used to always be there suddenly isn't? The moment you stop overcaring, it's like you clear away all the clutter. Space is created. That space forces them to reflect on what they've lost. They begin to feel the absence, and that makes them curious. And when they come back, you've got to stay grounded. Don't go back to your old ways of over-communicating and being overly available. You've learned your lesson, and now it's time to maintain that energy of confidence and self-assurance. How to keep your power when they come back. The key is to stay true to yourself. When they return, it's crucial to remember why you started changing in the first place. It's not about winning them back. It's about making sure that you stay in control of your energy. You don't need to drop everything for anyone. You've learned that your happiness doesn't depend on someone else's approval. Shocking fact number 6. Letting go makes you irresistible. Here's the big secret. When you stop chasing someone's attention, you become more attractive. The universe rewards you for focusing on your growth and peace. When you stop chasing love, you stop seeking approval, and that's when you start to feel powerful. You don't need to run after anyone to feel validated. When you're living unapologetically and showing up as the best version of yourself, people can't help but notice. Final thought, it's time to take control. So what happens when you stop caring about others so much? Everything changes. Your relationships change, your self-worth grows, and you begin to see the world with new eyes. You start focusing on yourself, on your goals, your passions, your growth. And in doing so, you become magnetic. Your absence creates curiosity. Your silence makes people reflect. And most importantly, you take back control of your own life. So go ahead and drop this in the comments. I am enough. I don't need to chase approval anymore. Declare it, own it, and start living the life that you deserve.